Hello, water signs. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, I am doing kind of combined readings at the moment, but I will be doing individual ones as well. So don't worry, everybody, for those who are panicking. But let's have a little look and see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. For water signs, please. All right. Okay, that's very lovely. There's a moment of relief in your week, which is nice. All right, one more. Beautiful. I happened to fall on the floor though, so. Okie dokie. Let's get you some tarot cards. All right. Overall energy, please, for the water signs. And one more. I kind of feel a little bit of discord between you and somebody else, right? So already this is going to be quite a specific reading. This could be someone that you've got some, love for. We do with the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, but it does feel like for some of you, you no longer see yourself with this person, whether it's a friend, whether it's a lover, whether it's a family member. I'm not quite sure. It just feels like there's a little bit of disconnect between you and somebody else this week. Either you or someone else is turning their back. Some of you might have been through some difficulty. It could be someone that you work with too, but we have Six of Cups. So again, someone who you can see here, some of you were thinking of really kind of growing old with someone or having them in your life for a while. This is perceived loyalty. Two of Wands in reverse is like no longer looking to the future in the Seven of Swords. So again, maybe someone was on a different page to you. You was on a different page to them. I feel like there's more to do with like manipulation or lies though with the Seven of Swords, because it's like they knew that you saw a future with them, but maybe they just wasn't feeling it, just didn't speak up about it. It's kind of like not just using you, but it just feels like there just may have been some deceit involved, whether they meant to or not. I think that they could have put a stop to it if they really wanted to. But anyway, in the middle of your reading, and I will move away from a message like this for those who don't resonate or for those who don't want to hear about it, but we do the Three of Cups in the middle, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So whoever's on this Queen of Swords side, this is about disconnecting. This is about turning a back towards something. Three of Cups is usually about friendship and connection, and the King of Wands has a reputation, especially with this kind of combination, for being a little bit non-committal or loving the attention a bit too much for someone who is supposed to be with somebody else. The Devil is also here, so I am going to put these cards away after I said the messages I need to say. But for some of you, you really are pulling your love away from somebody who doesn't deserve it. That's practically what it feels like, because this Queen of Swords she has a cup there, by the way, so she has love, she has a heart, but she's not perceived as though she has it because she keeps it away from people who don't deserve it. So someone who's been through a lot of pain, so this could be you, water signs. You might be coming across quite cold this week towards others at this time, especially those who have done you wrong. Friendships, colleagues, parents, siblings, lovers. All right, it's just you kind of being in your own bubble here and pulling away from anybody who is not giving you the energy that you deserve. So with this Devil energy, you're not falling for it anymore. Somebody might be trying to trick you, try to manipulate you in some degree, and I just think you're not taking it anymore. Okay, so that is that. That could be what's representing this chaos and conflict, by the way. All right, so things could definitely be changing around you. Maybe you're just changing, you're not putting up with things anymore. I think this is helping you find healthier relationships, if that is the case here, because we then have peace, which is lovely. We're forgiving, we're moving forward. We have deep knowing, which is dealing with those subconscious beliefs, taking action on your intuition, and then soulmates. So it does feel like if that's what you have been doing, you are going to be moving towards healthier relationships and the right people. So it's a win in the end. Let's move away from that kind of message. The King of Wands just jumped out again. So let's see. let's see. The Lovers and the Hermit. And the Six of Cups is still here. So unfortunately, water signs, you have to hear what this person, you don't have to, but in this reading, it's popping out again. So it must be important. Okay, let's see. Feels like somebody is trying to take some time to themselves. By the way, I don't see you forgiving this. So I believe that whatever they have to say, you're moving forward away from anyways. Like with that Queen of Swords, like you're not doing it. Like you're really pulling away. You're doing it. It's difficult to do because you are naturally water signs. You're naturally emotional. You're naturally empathetic. You're naturally somebody who can see through people's flaws and mistakes, and you understand. But this feels like it's not the first time, or it's you've had enough of whatever this is. Okay, maybe spending more time to yourself. This person is claiming to spend some time in themselves, to understand themselves. But I personally just I'm not liking it very much. Gemini energy, Virgo, and this King of Wands here. So Leo, Sag, Aries. If someone's choosing between you and somebody else, again, I hope this is not the case. You're more than a choice. Anyways, let's restart for the water signs, please. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy for this week. Queen of Cups. See, this is really the element we should be in. You have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. So this is really you filling up this cup of unconditional love. Love for self. When this overflows. All right, we get back what we put out there. There is still some disappointment, and I still think that you're upset, but I think that you're healing and processing. So Queen of Cups is very beautiful to come through. That's naturally you being in your element. Eight of Wands and the Seven of Wands, which I like this. This is about communication. This is about change, things moving forward in a positive direction. But this time you have boundaries. This time you're really I feel like this is you deciding what you let get to you, deciding what goes past you and into your life. Does that make sense? I'm almost seeing this as the energy field that your life is going at, and you're kind of at this gate of where you're processing things. So if you're in a dating world, or even if it's just opportunities around you, you're really kind of analyzing and only letting in what resonates with you. You're really strong on boundaries at this point. I think this is what's really going to help you, being in this Queen of Cups energy without losing yourself in anything new that comes into your life. Maybe you have struggled with boundaries. I feel like this may be what the chaos and conflict is about. Chaos and conflict is about drama, but regardless of what's going on and what caused this and what's happening, this card kind of speaks about what is happening within you. So with the zebra here, as you can see, the external layers are kind of shedding. You're shedding what it is that you've been taught, the things that you thought that you were, and you're changing. All right, water sign. So if you are feeling like you're going through a bit of an internal crisis too, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't panic. What's happening is that you're changing as a person. You're getting wiser. The life that you're living is changing as well. You're seeing things, instead of it being black and white, people are either all good or all bad, or this was their intentions, or, you're kind of seeing a bit more color, meaning you're able to kind of read between the lines, have this kind of full spectrum of understanding. And I think because we're going from this zebra to this giraffe, you're able to see a bigger picture. So because of this, I feel like this is what's leading towards peace. This is a card of forgiveness. It doesn't mean that we have to let people back into our life. It doesn't mean that we get to excuse what they have done. It does not justify anything. Forgiveness is not about that. Forgiveness is about relieving yourself from pain, from hurt, from anger, from regret, from living in the past in your head over and over again. Forgiveness is about no longer letting it affect you, and it takes time. But this peace card is really about that. It's really about reaching out for forgiveness, not reaching out to others, but to the universe. All right. And this way, there is a gift coming through once we find this peace. Sometimes peace is the gift. We then have this beautiful owl sitting on what seems to be, to me, Mars. I always say with this deep knowing card, it's like there is something that you've always felt, but now is the time that you're able to take action on it. Whether it's because we feel in a position where we're more able to, whether it's because you feel like you have more freedom, you will be taking action on something that you believe. I'm not quite sure exactly what this is, but it is a card of trusting your intuition about something. It could be to do with your future, your dreams, your goals moving forward. Maybe there is something you always wanted to do, but because of a relationship, friendship, work situation, maybe you put it to the side and prioritize other people's needs. Sometimes when we don't have boundaries, we do that. You're putting yourself first, water signs, and I do see that you're thinking a lot more about your future and where it's going. But yeah, we do the death card here. It is about rebirth, change, transformation. Really does feel like you're finally letting something go and moving forward. Alright, see what we then have soulmates. Like I said, this is about finding the right person for you. Soulmates doesn't just have to be to do with love interest, by the way. It could be friendships. It's people who know you deep down. There are some fears when it comes down to that. Alright, and I kind of feel like there's some limitations when it comes down to love. This is a card of recognition and success, but maybe some of you are not seeing the recognition. Maybe you guys don't believe that you are worthy of love, or that you can achieve somebody who's able to understand you. Because understand water signs, I was saying, kind of really emphasizing this key and the key, what do you call it, key lock, I don't know. And it's here as well. It's almost like if you might be believing that you are incapable of love, or that you're the only one who has the key and the lock, and that you are never going to find a soulmate. You could have that kind of vibe going through. Five of Pentacles is kind of similar to the Five of Cups, about looking at the negatives. Five of Pentacles is feeling at a lag, feeling at loss, feeling left out in the cold. And sometimes when we go through things like that, we can have all sorts of perspectives, especially when it's paired with the Eight of Swords. It really is emphasizing your perspective this time when it comes down to soulmates. Okay, don't hold yourself back. All right, there are some horrible people in this world, let's just be honest. But there are also some really incredible and amazing people in this world, and it's really just about how to have boundaries until we can trust people. But don't just cut yourself off, because I think that if you need some time for reflection, then do it. But don't isolate yourself, because it's kind of saying to me that you might only be wanting to be by yourself because you're too scared to be around others, because you don't know if you can trust them, don't know if they can give you what it is that you need from people, from friendships, from lovers. So maybe you don't feel like you're worthy. All right, the people are just going to do you dirty like other people did. Just pay attention to that narrative. All right, because with the Eight of Swords, we might be overthinking a situation or holding ourselves back. Yeah, this is purely emotional. There's nothing wrong with it. The moon, there's nothing wrong with emotions, but we need to understand how to address them, not let them bury us deep, as you can see. Because we have the sun here. It's about the balance. All right, you might be feeling this way now, but things do change. So yeah, you are really dealing with some like deep subconscious beliefs. What's just flipped here? The Magician and the Nine of Cups. What great combination. This is wish fulfillment. This is you manifesting something, cultivating something, getting clear on something, and receiving it almost straight away. It's almost like a portal. Some of you could actually be like diving, hold on, with what I'm seeing here, because it's almost like you're creating this portal, and when you jump through it, you're literally jumping out of this treasure chest here. So with that being said, what I feel like that means is that you're creating an opportunity for yourself to come out the other side successful. That's what it feels like. All right, so you're in a very big manifesting stage. Just stay consistent. All right, it's very important. Sorry, big sigh of relief. Knight of Swords coming through with that chaos and conflict. Just pay attention. Someone could be reaching out to communicate with the Knight of Swords, but sometimes it is a warning of be careful not to jump to conclusions or to be too quick to respond to something, okay? Again, Page of Wands is also an announcement. You could be hearing from something and you just want to reach out and say something. Take your time. It is not a time to rush anything, okay? Anything else for water signs? Two of Cups and King of Cups. Well, some of you are going to be finding a very sentimental soulmate. Again, it could be another water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This could also just be you. You're really focusing on your cup, and I think this is what's going to be helping you to find the right person for you. We have 2 cups here, which is soulmates. And again, it's not the first time we're seeing that. Yeah, it's a new beginning. You might meet this person in a new job opportunity, by the way. Alright, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Wild card, I feel like there's just new stability coming in your way, which is good because it happened because you had to leave something else behind. So if you are wondering, you know, if you can ever love again or have the same kind of friendship again, then yes, you can. And in fact, it's with someone who's a lot better, who's more understanding, who's more emotional. Let's get you a keyword and affirmation. Purpose. Why did I say it like that? I have no idea. Right, we have purpose coming through. I know what I'm here to do. So within this week, this is what you're figuring out, why things have happened, what the purpose is of them, but also your own, which is good. I think that this is where that freeing energy is coming from, that focusing on the future. I was hearing the word like undercover. So you guys could really be going undercover here with your celebrations and success. Like I think that you could just be working undercover, like you're not telling anyone the moves that you're making, which is probably very good for you. Broken bridge. This is unsuccessful outcome to a problem. It feels like this is that disconnect that we had. We then have jug, lighthearted, carefree time with bow. All right, you might meet someone when you're out, someone who really thinks highly of you, may think you're very beautiful, handsome, whatever you are. We have bowl, plenty material things, so things are looking good for you. And we again have celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So I'm seeing a lot of going out for you, which is nice. And I think this is where you're going to find really like-minded people, is the word they wanted to say here. And that actually might be linked to your purpose. Okay. Well, my water signs, I wish you guys all the best. Hopefully next time is going to be individual readings, I think. So we'll see. But I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope to see you guys next time. All right.